If you're if you're at all curious about what happened during the last Undertale stream, just look at the thumbnail for the next Undertale stream. Hey, it's Poisson Invariance, your mathematical maestro and LaTeX linguist. LaTeX. I say a lot of S's, and so it becomes LaTeX, even though it's LaTeX. Whatever. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you are all doing goodly, enjoying life to its fullest. Maybe not to its fullest, but a reasonable amount. Today is a no standing at the standing desk kind of day. I got 1 hour of sleep last night, and let's see, I got 1 hour of sleep last night, and then I went to the gym. So today is a sitting down day, so you will probably hear my chair squeaking and creaking and stuff. Is it me, or is Poisson sounding more and more feminine? I don't know. Is it you? Maybe it's you. Sorry. God. I didn't mean to burst your bubble like that. Okay. I guess this is a deep voice Poisson stream. Okay. No. But I hope everyone is doing goodly today. I did not sleep past the if I had gone to sleep when I got home from the gym, I would have, or like taken a nap, I would have definitely slept through the stream. So I'm glad I did not. No. Going to the gym on no sleep at all is definitely one of the choices of all time that I've made. I see you guys were early in the chat arguing what the best McDonald's thing was. You're making them more feminine. Are you gay? Yes. Yes, you are in fact gay. Everyone's gay in this chat. You're driving to the airport to fly to DC? Ooh, exciting. Oh, are you going to the are you going to that math conference, Jay? Are you going to the math conference you were telling me about? And I will be leaning away from the mic to eat a breakfast burrito every so often. So please bear with me in that regard. Only drink wine if you are of legal age to drink wine. In Poisson's chat, am I gay? The answer seems obvious. Exactly. The only person in my chat who apparently isn't gay denies it way too strongly. So. Oh, you're going to the JMM. Awesome. Make sure to tell us all about it. I want to go in future years. I want to go in future years. The JMM sounds so cool. I think I would love it. That's just something I have to, if I known earlier in the, well, no. I'd have to be able to financially plan for it. It's in the same vein as like going to a convention, because you also have to, you know, account for. Well, the nice thing is at the JMM, it's not like you're buying merch like you are at something like Comic-Con or Off-Kai or something, so. You started reading online manga with your friend and he forces you to VA the female characters? Forces you, yeah, not like you have a choice. Oh no, I have to voice the female characters, oh no. Oh hell yeah. Please do vlog it. Let's do a live stream walk around of the JMM. You'll stream it to the Discord and I'll just watch the Discord. That sounds actually pretty fun. Depends on what day it is, though. That's isn't it like the 5th through the 7th? Am I thinking of something else? Joints mathematic. Like sure, the 4th through the 7th. Okay. Yeah. You could live stream it to the Discord. That would be so fun. That was really cool. Engage, inspire, and lead with nearly 6,000 JMM attendees. Amplify your networking. Year of Math 2026. This is really cool. The International Linear Algebra Society's logo is inside of a matrix. That's funny. Who are the... Oh, it's a job hunting trip for you? Good. Yes, yes, I see that. Ooh. Yeah, and they have different speakers each day of the week. You need employment. Yes. Yes. Same. On Friday, I was asked for an interview. I emailed them back and they haven't responded, which makes sense because it was the holidays and that was the weekend. But so hopefully that interview goes well. I imagine they'll respond tomorrow. Just no one's responding on the weekend, and no one's responding on the weekend, and before that no one's responding. New Year's and whatnot. So starting yeah. I'm hoping they reach back to me. I mean, they did reach back to me, get back to me. Or they reached out to me. I hope they get back to me. No, it seems like it'd be a good job. It's in data science, so. If you're a student, then like dedicating certain time to studies over work. And that's the thing about being a student, is so like there's this whole guide about how you should separate your day, and it's like, what is it? But basically when you're a student, like the way you should separate your time when you're a student and when you're employment, in theory, in like an optimal scenario, takes up the free time from the free time category. What is it? It's like 8 hours. It's like 8 hours free time, 8 hours school related, and 8 hours sleep is the optimal trifecta in theory. What are the plans for 2026? Yeah, I gotta yap for a little bit. Yeah, I yap for a little bit. And then, yeah, in theory, any employment takes up a chunk of your technical free time. And the 8 hours of schooling is meant to be both attending class and like doing homework and stuff. So where's my water? Here's my water. Jay, you're like a chat priest. You're blessing the masses, offering them forgiveness for their sins of impatience. God. So do I have snackies? I have a breakfast burrito that I'm eating right now, and then I have a how big is this? I have a 2-liter bottle of unsweetened green tea, and then I have my water. So as I'm eating and as I'm talking, I am getting a bit more energy. Excuse me. Reskin Mormonism is Church of Mathematical Sciences. One of my coworkers grew up Mormon. It's whack. Hearing them talk about it, it's just kind of like scary that it's as big as it is. That's really the case for me with any organized religion. Whenever I hear about organized religion, because I was in organized religion. Luckily, I wasn't in one of the as culty ones, but whenever I hear about organized religion, I'm just like, this feels very controversial. What's y'all's belief or religion? Even though when I was younger, I was a part of the church. My family was. I am a very, very staunch scientific atheist. I am full on atheism. And I know there's a whole thing like atheism's a religion. Whatever. I'm not a whatever. I am a firm believer in science and tested theory, not necessarily provable theory, because not necessarily provable theory, because gravity isn't provable. But I subscribe to gravity. I said gravity. You're agnostic, and then you used to be diehard atheist, but you mellow out. I think that happens with a lot of people. I think a lot of people are atheist or anti-theist, and then are just like, it's not a big deal to them, and so it kind of just like defaults to agnostic. You're born, raised, and still are Catholic. Yeah, I think that's like one of the most popular. Like Catholicism, I think is like the largest sect of Christianity, and so that doesn't surprise me. I think Jesus is also Catholic. I know he's religious, or he's some sort of Christian, right? He's talked about, but and everyone even like holds views and practices their own way. Like I have friends that are like, if you ask them, they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm Catholic, because they're, you know, like raised Catholic or baptized or something, but they don't like actively, you know, pray or go to church or anything like that. It's just like a passively, yeah, I believe there is a God kind of thing, which I get. For me, there's none of that though. That's just my personal stance. No. Christian lore goes hard. Oh yeah, Old Testament stuff in general is pretty metal. I find theology very interesting and history around it very interesting. And that stuff can, first off, go hard, but also in context, it's really cool to see how different things are interpreted. Different historical events are recorded and whatnot, and you can see the way certain interpretations change in relation to the like things happening at the time and whatnot, and that stuff is really interesting to look at. I find it very interesting, at least. You had a friend who was considering leaving the church who was on the fence when he asked and wrote a letter to the Pope to ask to leave. I don't think that's true. You can just leave. This isn't Scientology. I don't think you're being held hostage. This isn't my chat. You're not being held hostage. I mean... Oh, let me take another bite of my burrito. Oh, my burrito's falling apart. Non-empty genre of Christian metal exorcist manga is a particular favorite of mine. I mean, I really love Hellsing. And Hellsing is all built on built around Christianity. Feel like you're being held hostage and your only way of escaping is turning off your device. But then you'd cut yourself off from technology. Modern humans can't do that. Modern humans can't escape technology. You feel like being held hostage. Oh, you're ESL? I didn't know that. I feel like a bunch of my chat is ESL, which is fun. It's fun to see so many people come from like so many different backgrounds, and I have a lot of very different backgrounds. I'm so out of it. I might as well be zooted. I mean, this is the equivalent of what being zooted is my inability to function. You can't escape technology. You taste like 6 different medicines so you don't keel over before I take like 6 different medicines. You speak 3 different languages? Wow, what 3 do you speak? What 3 languages do you speak? That's really cool. I also only take 3 different I take 3 different pills every day. Take 1 in the morning. Excuse me. I take 2 at night. And so I can stay healthy and not dead. Unfortunately, only kinds of work. Polish, English. You speak Polish, English, and Russian. That's really cool. Despite my family being Polish, I don't know any. That's very cool, though. No, I don't really know any Polish. What prompts you? Are you currently studying Russian? What prompted you to learn Russian? Was it just like, oh, you just like wanted to learn more languages, or was there like, are you looking to study somewhere where, I mean, you know, Russia adjacent, Russian culture and people, but you hate the Russian government? Based. I too am not a fan. You're just bored, so you decided to learn? That's impressive. There are certain things like learning a language where I find it very difficult for me to spend time learning it if I don't have proper discipline. Oh. So, where am I? So, if I don't have the proper discipline, I'm not gonna study a language. All you know is bug cat. Is that right? Misa Kiki, or should I say Zero? Dun, dun, dun. You know, you can change your YouTube name so that people will see Zero. Then you'll be able to get called out by me easier. Anyways, hi, how are you doing? How is work? Wait, you're at work. Are you? Zero, are you on lunch or something? What are you doing? You Fun fact about Russian, there's a letter that's in Polish, sounds like word pissing. That should be my only motivation to learn Polish, so I can learn how to say that. You're at lunch. Okay, good. I was going to be like, are you... I was wondering if you're just so bored at work that you're like, I'm gonna ignore the cash register. I'm just gonna watch stream. Zero with the clippy. Based. Should learn Mandarin to hedge your bets. That's a good idea. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hedge my bets on something crazy. I'm gonna gamble on a bizarre language being the one I should learn. Like what's least spoken languages in the world? What are some of the least spoken languages in the world? In the USA. I don't know what any of these are. Wait, there's something called Alabama language? Hold on. There's something called Alabama language, and it has 370 speakers in the United States. It's so dead today that you might as well watch while you work. Watch while you hang out with Plum. Best kitty. Hey, Kikado. Hey, Kikado. Speak your language, fries. I think you mean French. Okay, I gotta learn what Alabama language is. So, okay, so the Alabama language is in Texas. How does that work? The language of incest. Aw, you should go get Plum. You should go get Plum and cuddle with Plum at the cash register. Your native language is fried? That's a thing? Fried language. Oh, like, is it like West Germanic? Frisian? Netherlands and Germany. You can't type fries. Enough Alabama and Texas are basically the same. If you asked me, I would probably say they were. Kikado and I were talking about how little Americans, or like people in the United States, know about geography. I was thinking geology, rocks. How little Americans know about geography, and yeah, that's me for sure. I know nothing about I don't know where Alabama is. I know where Texas is because it's like the bottom one. I don't know where Alabama is. Map of the United States. Okay, let's switch over so I can show off a map of the United States. Open image. We don't know. Yeah, yeah. I know nothing about. Ta-da. Okay. So there's Texas. Alabama's all the way over here. Alabama's all the way over here. So like apparently the funny enough, the Alabama language it was saying is from Oklahoma and also Alabama, and then now it's just in Texas. You had to memorize all 50 states and where they were in 8th grade? Heck, you know, I didn't have to do that in 8th grade. I remember having to sing a song about all 50 states in, I want to say 3rd grade. Oh, where's Brazil? Brazil's down. Brazil, so like if this is the United States of America, hence that Brazil is down. It's like on this side, right? It's like down and then over there. And I think Colombia's kind of near the top, maybe? You have to learn the state song where you just sing them in alphabetical order. That might be the one I learned. Maybe. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Alphabetical state song. No, that's Waco's. That's what's called 50 Nifty United States. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nifty United States from 13 original colonies. I don't remember this line. Jewel State. That is great. When do you actually start naming them? Oh, yeah, here you go. Okay. Don't tell all about them one by one till we've given a day to every state in the USA. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana. Oh my god, I remember this. Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma. Oh yeah, I'm lost. I don't remember any of this. Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming. Oh my god. Florida, George. Yeah, it's of the 50 nifty United. Oh my god, I can't remember. I remembered all of that. Every state in the U. Okay. What's the capital of Estonia? Go fish. Have a great day. I can't believe I remembered. See, when you put it in song, I actually did remember, then I realized. I don't know what Estonia even is. That sounds made up. That sounds like it's from Final Fantasy. Or Game of Thrones. That sounds like it's from Game of Thrones. Estonia is not a real place. It's where Tyrion Lannister. So I'm gonna run my back up over one chunk up. Obama's last name? I don't know. Oh. It's Egon. Estonia is one of the Baltic countries. I don't know. I don't know anything. I barely know states. I definitely don't know countries. I looked at a map of the world the other day and I realized that China is not at all where I thought it was. Well, it's like... I thought China was more over there. Estonia is a Baltic country located south of Finland, bordering Latvia and Russia. Its capital is... Yeah. There's no way I would know any of that. Because I can't even tell you where Finland is. Egon Obama. Curse you, Bale. Where did I think China was? Let me find a map of the world real quick. Map of the world. Oh no, wait, hold on a minute. Maybe China is where I thought it was. Hold on a minute. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, I knew Greenland. Oh, I knew Greenland was here. I knew the UK. Ireland's there? I didn't know Ireland was there. Okay. I knew the UK. I didn't know. Okay, Iceland's there. Where's Finland? There's Norway. Didn't know that. Oh, there's Finland. I thought, I'm gonna be real, I thought Finland was like up here. I didn't know that Norway, Sweden, and Finland were all down here. I thought they were like up here. That's where Ukraine is? I did not realize that Ukraine was over here. Oh wait, of course, because Ukraine borders Poland. Right. Oh no, never mind. China is where I thought it was. China is where I thought it was. I don't know what I was talking about. Indonesia's big. Wow. I think Indonesia has like 3 different time zones. Indonesia's really big. What the heck? I know Italy because that's a boot. That's the boot. I kind of... Um, I didn't know Malaysia. That's where Vietnam is? I thought Vietnam was up closer to Korea. I'll be honest, I didn't know where Korea was either. I thought Japan was down by here. I thought Japan was like underneath China. I thought Mongolia was like there. I thought Mongolia was like, yeah, here. I've never once thought about Kazakhstan in my life. Yeah, okay, I was right. Brazil is here. Okay, I was right on Brazil. I knew Brazil was like this chunk over here. Okay. Russia I knew because big. And then yeah, Chile is that long strip. And then yeah, Colombia is right here. I knew Colombia. I always forget how far over South America is. In my mind, it's like down here, but no, it's like Colombia is in the EST time zone. Why is Alaska a part of the United States? I don't get it. It's so over there. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. This is crazy. Ugh. Hawaii, I kind of get. At least it's in proximity. But there's like so much stuff in between. Like there's just water in between. But there's so much stuff in between all this and this. Holy is that really how big Alaska is? That's big. Oh, right, oil. Right. Does anyone live up here? This feels like when you're playing Skyrim. Aw, Zero has to go back to work. Up here feels like when you're playing Skyrim and you like go to the top of like Winterhold and it's just like ice pieces that have nothing on them. That's what I imagine all of this is. It's just uninhabitable ice pieces. Alaska was a colony of Russia up until 1876, when after the Crimean War, Russia was broke and sold Alaska for about 10 million modern USD. I'll believe it. I will believe it. People live in most places where they won't immediately die. That's true. Mostly remote communities. Okay, so yeah, it is like a Winterhold area. You're not American, you know more about America than Americans. Yeah, listen, math major. Like my dad knows where all 50 states are. He also knows where all like countries are and stuff. He knows a lot about geography. And that wasn't his major at all. He just... So there are Americans that do know. I'm definitely not one of them. I'm definitely not one of them. I can tell you where a few things are. And that's it. Where's Qatar? I have no idea. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea. If you wanted to be a geographer, you would eat more rocks. Exactly, if you wanted to be a geologist. Qatar. Oh, yeah, it's over here. Why did I think Qatar was in South America? See, my abilities are shining right now. My abilities are shining right now. Is Dubai a country? I don't know. I think so. I think it is. But because you're asking that, it's probably not. What do you mean you're cooked? It's not like it matters for me to know it. There are people who need to know that stuff, and guess what? They know that stuff. I am not a person who needs to know that stuff. So I won't know that stuff. I put the energy of my effort into other places that I can use it most efficiently and effectively, and yeah. So my brain is not rotting. My brain just never knew to begin with. Is Dubai in Saudi Arabia? I have no idea. Okay, I need let's 46 minutes in. Let's get to the main event for today. I typed to say plans. I typed okay. Plans for no roadmap. No, I like plans. No, I keep typing okay. Plans for 2026. And we're gonna take that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I can't do that in Notepad. That's fine. So what? Why do maps even matter? I mean, they're useful, but memorizing the locations is not useful in my line of work. You know how close war is? Maybe. I feel like you have, yeah, that's a good reason to know. Fair enough. I'll take that reason. All roads lead to math. I think that's Rome, but Rome seems pretty mathy. You don't get a Colosseum without some level of math. Or Parthenon. Is the Parthenon the Colosseum? Are those the same thing? See, I don't know history either. Or architecture. A car crash in 2026. That's not on the docket. Unfortunately, Jen, that is not on the docket. Don't think you'd be able to predict war without devoting effort. I don't want to. I definitely wouldn't be able to predict war in general. That's a level of geopolitical awareness that I definitely don't have. You're thinking all of Project Euler in January? Okay. I'm not going to set definite dates. I'm just thinking, like, what are things that I do want to do in general? And one of them is definitely Project Euler. That's for sure. I do want to do all of Project Euler in 2026. Sooner rather than later. Because it's really good practice, especially for grad school. How far are we? Let's find out. We are 11 problems solved out of 976. I knew that all World War II won main was because of the map. You're talking geopolitical. That's out of my tism. If your tism is geopolitics, More power to you. It's just not my tism. I got a different one. I got a different tism. I got a different tism. We have, so you have Project Euler. We have, yeah, if I do something in, were they just learning a like programming language, it would be like I want to achieve a certain goal. So I'm actually gonna finish. Yes, under. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. Beat Undertale, I guess, is on there. If I were to do something like in Rust, it would have to be something specific. It would have to be something specific that I would want to get done. It wouldn't just be like, oh, make something in Rust. It would be like, I don't know. I don't know what one would make in Rust. What event would happen if you drove while watching stream? You were diagnosed. Congratulations on becoming acoustic. I consider myself electric. Even though I can't sing, I do want to make an original song. I'm gonna harass Rad to make me a song and then to auto-tune my voice so I can sound somewhat passable. An original song. Do that this year. The tism wasn't fun for you growing up because you were bullied a bunch. I'm sorry. No, yeah, I didn't know that I apparently dude, this guy. I know that reference. I didn't know that apparently. So like there was like in my elementary school, there was like the quote unquote smart class that I was put into. And a great way to developmentally handle children is to separate them from their peers. And so we didn't have recess with kids our age. Our recess ended up lining up with like the first graders. And so even though, but then we're also like the advanced class. So I learned then from people who went to that school who were in the regular classes. I learned later, like in middle or high school, that apparently we were hated. We were hated. Everyone hated us. And I get it. No one in our group had like a stuck-up attitude about being the advanced class. And no one thought like, oh, the regular kids are stupid. It was just like we were separated. The school chose to separate us. The school chose to separate us from people our age, our peers. And so we weren't able to really developmentally socialize in the same way for formative years. And that was from like 3rd through 5th grade, where we were essentially, yeah, separated. So, well, I was not bullied for it. I later learned that I was detested for it. And I've never, so every time I've ever taken like one of those, just kind of like online autism tests, it has told me that I have a likely chance of it. I have a high chance of it. I've never been officially diagnosed. And the reason I've never really bothered to is because even if I were to get officially diagnosed, it wouldn't change anything in my day-to-day functionality. Like, it wouldn't matter. In my adult world, I just am who I am. Now we detest you for being who you really are. Aw, thank you. I'm glad I'm detested for me. I've always want to be detested for me. There's that from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade, you were in regular classes and you were the only weird kid in the entire class. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, because then it's these kind of like social or norms and whatnot that you might not be able to grasp onto fully and really have no concept of why you would be quote unquote different. You are then being ridiculed and judged for it because people are able to grasp onto those easier. And so that, I imagine that was very difficult. And I'm very sorry that you had to go through that. That's never fun to have to face that. I hope you nowadays are able to handle those situations better. I hope you are more comfortable with yourself. And something that you learn, like something, because Zero's on the spectrum, something that Zero learned very early was, and so I mean, I'm gonna talk about her because she's officially diagnosed. Something that she learned very on is how to, how to extensively mask. And so she's became very adept at fitting in those schooling situations because she was so used to being the different kid. Get your IRL friend group that you social. That's good. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Even if one of them forces you to VA female characters. There's nothing about being forced. You're just choosing to. You're accepting the role being given to you. You want to talk about me being feminized? I'm barely on any estrogen. Alright, what else do I have for the plan for the year? So I want to finish Project Euler. I do want to be Undertale. I was told that Undertale is a relatively quick one to beat. Rand was telling me. So that's not a big goal. So I want to make an original song. I want to collab. I want to collab with a few different people. I want to collab with Xeno. I want to collab with Z. I want to collab with Rain. I want to collab with Hikaru. Ideally, I just realized what you said, Jay. You don't eat processed foods instead of taking it yesterday. It's not even how that works. Like drinking soy milk, it's like, yes, technically it has a level of I don't think it directly has estrogen. I forget what it has, but your body converts it to estrogen, or maybe it does have estrogen. Maybe it has progesterone or something. But it doesn't stay in your body the way E does. The way that HRT does, like HRT, it's not the same as HRT at all as drinking a bunch of soy milk. People think it is, it's not. But yes, this year, there's 4 different people I definitely want to collab with. I want to collab with Xeno, I want to collab with Z. I want to collab with Rain. I don't want to collab with Kikado. I think I've sent Rain's streams in the Discord before. She's very sweet. I haven't talked with her much, but I want to talk with her more. Z is also nice. I haven't talked with her much either, but I want to talk with her more. Xeno, of course, I've talked with a bunch. Hikato, of course, I've talked with a bunch. Z is a physics VTuber. She's an actual, she's a, by day she's an astrophysicist. And then by night she's a VTuber. And she's really cool. She's really smart. She wrote a research paper on stream. And I think, well, come back, Hikato. And something I want to do is I would love to get a collab with like all 4 of them, or multiple of them, if nothing else. Because, like, I know that you'll try to have the best time to collab with me. Thank you. Yeah, I know you're really busy, so I don't want to hound you about it. I just want sometimes this year to be able to do it again. Because I had fun the last 2 times we did it, and I'd like to do it again. And then, like, Rain, she just started playing a bit of Age of Empires 2, and so I'd love to play that with her. I don't know what I would do with Z, but I don't, yeah, I'm not sure what, because most of the time I see Z streaming as a, gonna make fan art of us. I know Kikado's very easy to draw. Kikado's perhaps the easiest VTuber in existence to draw, so. But yeah. One of the collabs I would love to do, and I would love to do a collab that's, are you smarter than a 5th grader? But instead of the question, because I've looked at the questions they have available for that, and the questions are just boring and are really easy. And so I'm like, oh, instead of are you smarter than a 5th grader, we should do like, are you smarter than a 5th grader? But each topic is hosted by someone else. So like Xeno could host a section on chemistry. Z hosts a section on physics. I know Rain does like works on Linux, so she could host a section on Linux, like programming. And then I could host a section on math. Hikato could host a section on engineering. That would be so fun. Are you smarter than a VTuber? Is what we could call it. But yeah, I would love to be able to do that. Look at that. Look at that. Jay reading my mind. I know he said that before I said it. Are you smarter than a VTuber? I'm glad that he knew what I was going for. Am I the only one who doesn't know who Jay Schlatt is? I hear that name all the time, and I still don't know who that is. I'm sure I could look it up, but I don't really wanna. That seems like a lot of work. I'll let Mr. Beast win if he gets me $40,000. You know what? No. $50,000. Mr. Beast has enough money where he could bribe me. He's the guy that made Aria math for Minecraft. I don't know what that is. But what else would I want to do this year? Yes, go big or go home. RMF JSLAT cover. Sorry, I'm enjoying my tea. Jay, can you spell Jimmy? Okay. What else is on the docket? So yeah, I have to reach out to specifically Z and Rain. I need to reach out to more because I don't talk with them much. I've only ever talked with them a little bit, but I want to reach out to both of them and be like, collab, nerd stuff. He's commentary. Excuse me. Commentary YouTuber, and he's a founder. Oh, he's one of the founders of G-Subs. Oh. Okay. That's pretty cool. What else? What else do I want to do this year? You're gonna buy a taco truck with the $0 you have. Fair enough. Good plan. Oh. Write research paper with chat. With the variables. Ta-da! We can write a research paper together, boy. That would be awesome. It would. The only paper I've ever written is a byproduct of applied math. So it could be cool to write one on pure math, but we'd have to see. But I would like to do that this year. Whether or not it would all get done in the year is a question in and of itself. but doxing ourselves in this one. Well, do a draw my life? What's a draw my life? I don't know what that is. Let's Google it. Or a face reveal. No. Face reveal's not happening. Trust me, a face reveal is just a disappointment. Oh, draw my life. Maybe. That could be fun. My life is not very interesting. I have not had a super crazy life. There wouldn't be much to draw. But I definitely won't be I definitely won't do a face reveal. That's not my shtick. Crawled out of the rock a year ago and has only watched VTubers since. Kind of. I mean, a little bit. A little bit. Last time you asked the question a few months ago, you said nuh-uh. Oh, to a face reveal? Yeah, it's not happening. But we need to see the cool scar from your face surgery. It's tiny. It's very difficult to see. In fact, the scar that's more noticeable is the scar that's on my eyebrow. I've talked about it before. I have a scar that's on my eyebrow, so there's like a piece of my little chunk of my eyebrow missing. Don't know when it happened or how it happened, but it's there. Need the Poisson lore. That's a good idea. Okay. Make lore. Make some sort of lore. So that... Oh, that's true. You do need to know more about the turkey that I got into a fight with. I guess I have done some weird stuff in my life. Listen, I have in fact super kicked a turkey, and the turkey no sold it like it was Hulk Hogan going, "I'm gonna fuck you up, brother." It was a dangerous turkey. The turkey is now dead. The turkey died fighting dogs. But that is, if not a face reveal, then why not a feet reveal? You guys will get fingernail reveal, which you've seen before. I can just paint my nails again and then show those off. Is that good enough? I think that's good enough. Weird stuff in life. Mafia wanted to buy you in Bologna and Italy back in when you were 2 years old. See, you've had a more interesting life than I have. My life's been pretty chill. Show us your toaster. Yeah, okay. I'm surprised I haven't done that yet. I won't add that to the list. But if you remind me at some point to do it, I'll probably do it. That can be a sub goal. When I hit 1,000 subs, like become monetized, become partner. Nah. As a reward for 1,000 subs, I'll show my toaster. Song collab, write a research paper, make some lore. What else do I want to get done this year? I kind of want to do like a, really want to like a what's the word? You want to see me play Hollow Knight? I started it the other day on a stream a few days ago. But yeah, I guess beat Hollow Knight I can add on there. Beat Hollow Knight. Make total just long enough so the main title notification shortens just to showing my... Putting your toaster behind a sub wall. I would actually. If I remember to do it, then I'll share my toaster. You know what? Sure, it'll go on the list. Why not? Share toaster. Depression. Any more Zero collabs? If she wants to. I think she would like to. She's just very busy a lot of the times. But yeah, that's true. I think she would be down for more collabs. Collab with Zero. Voices of the Void? I've never heard of that. Creepy, funny, then great for streaming. That sounds like a good choice, though. I want to... What else do I want to do? Is there anything else that's like more mathy focused that I want to do? For stream for the channel? Toothpaste reveal. That one I'll do for free. You know, actually, the toothpaste reveal, the toaster reveal will be free. The toothpaste reveal will be a sub goal. Voices of the Void has math in it and satellites and math, and you need to take care of the satellites. Ah. This is a math channel. Oh, I'm actually gonna I'm gonna consolidate some stuff. Like Undertale, Hollow Knight, Voices of the Void. I'll put that as like a maybe. Original song, collab, and collabs with Zero. Lore, share toaster, and toothpaste. Write my own textbook. Write my own textbook, that would be fun. But also incredibly difficult. Hey Zeno! Hi! I'm listing out my goals for next year. And one of my goals is I want to collab. About to board a plane. Oh right, you're heading out. I'm glad you could stop by though. I'm glad you could stop by though. I'm very tired, I'm sorry. You're on the plan, You're on the plan. Z is on the plan. Rain is on the plan. Kikato's on the plan. I want to collab with all of you guys. Collab laughing. Yay! 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 There's a stupid Five Nights at Freddy's animation where Freddy talks like that, and that's stuck in my head. Like, yeah. Who's that morning they playing right now? Toy. Mike. Markiplier played Voice of the Void recently. Oh. Yeah, no. I'll have like a look at it if it's on Steam. I'll go ahead and if it catches my eyes. You're on the plane and soon you'll be on the plane. Yeah, you're meant to board, but airport. Oh god, don't get me started. Yeah, like I said, I don't worry, Shane. I will I will have a look at it, and if it pops out to me, then I'll officially add it to the list. Well, writing a math textbook could be fun. That's also, yeah, like very, very consuming, very time consuming. I don't know. You depart now? Alright, someone. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. If the plane crashes, you will be projected onto a plane. I like that. I mean, even if the plane doesn't crash, the projection is still kind of happening because you have a shadow. The plane's shadow is kind of the projection. So I feel like you're still projecting onto the plane. The plane is still projecting onto the plane. You know what I mean? Hi, Gonzo Redcorn. Hi, Mississippi Gonzo Redcorn. Such a great name. That's such a great name. But yes, welcome. Today and yesterday have been an emotional roller coaster and you're tired. Are you able to sleep on planes well? I can't. I can never sleep on planes at all. It's very, very difficult for me to try and sleep on a plane. It just... I'm too tall to sleep on planes easily, or even uneasily. I'm just... Planes do not fit me. Even first class. I've flown first class before, and it's like mildly better, but it's not great. It's first class is like what the bare minimum should be, and so it's not good. It's not good at all. It's just barely passable, I guess. It makes the flight ever slightly more tolerable, I guess. I don't know. Okay, bye Zeno. Thanks for stopping by. You can't fall asleep in chairs. I can fall asleep a lot of places, I've learned. It's the beauty of insomnia. I can fall asleep places as long as I'm not supposed to fall asleep. If I'm supposed to fall asleep, like at night, then I won't fall asleep. If I'm not supposed to fall asleep, then I can fall asleep. So that's why one of my strats to help me fall asleep literally is some nights I just have my lights on. Because then my brain is like, oh, your lights are on. You're not supposed to fall asleep, and then I do. And I wake up in the morning with all the lights on. I'm like, oh, would you look at that? God. Like I said, I did not sleep last night, though. I ended up just, because I couldn't sleep, I ended up getting up at like 3:30 in the morning, and then I ended up finishing up the drawing for the next Undertale stream. I find that thumbnail so funny. I find that thumbnail so funny. If you guys haven't seen the thumbnail for the tomorrow's Undertale stream, I will show it now. You can fall asleep anywhere as long as your body feels like it. That is the dream. All right. This is what I stayed up last night, or woke up, or got up this morning, I guess, at like 3:30 in the morning and made, because I couldn't sleep. It's not the best work, but I find it hilarious. It's not great. The art isn't great, but I find it so funny. Cause it's just about to hit Toriel with a freaking black flash baseball bat. Why are there no longer Pacific times on the schedule? It's definitely in relation with the last stream. Exactly. I feel like it captures the vibe perfectly well. Part of it was I really should put the times back on. I just threw together a schedules thing before debuting the new model. And so it's funny, even yesterday and like this morning, I was thinking about how I want to make a better, cleaner looking schedule. And so I think I'm going to do that. And when I do that, there's going to be a section for all the stuff. There's going to be the exact date. There's going to be the stream title. There's going to be the time. And part of it is that sometimes the times can get a bit variable, but I digress. I think I need to make a better structured looking stream schedule. Whew, I'm tired. Yeah, talking about being able to fall asleep anywhere. Let's do it when you can. No one's pushing besides you. Yeah, it's on my Toto list, my to-do list. I have many a thing, clearly. Trying to think if there's anything else, just like last minute. Doggo. I want to steal Doggo for some collabs, more collabs too. I would like... Oh, I should steal Zero for a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. I should do. I think it's an apostrophe. Gate 3 playthrough of Zero. That would be fun. Because Zero and I screw around a lot in games, and it would become an absolute mess, and it would be wonderful. I've been wanting to replay Baldur's Gate 3. I still need to fix my launcher, though. I fixed it so I can actually click buttons, but the audio on it is still so messed up for some reason. I have no idea why. Technicalities that need to be dealt with. And I guess a dream one would be a little star, would be like collab with a dream one would be collab with a larger VTuber like Lyro. If you don't know Lyro, they're a TTS VTuber. They're Austrian. They're very funny. They're a robot boy. But yeah, I think that's a good for now. That's a good stuff. You asleep? You've been asleep for most of the day, and you have to go back to school tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta go to work. I got work tomorrow morning. I think that's... Yeah, I think that's a good temporary goal list. Got a few games to play. Got some projects to work on. Got some collabs, a bunch of collabs I'd like to do. And then... yeah, share toaster and toothpaste. Can make sub goals to share the toaster, make sub goals to share the toothpaste. But... oh, and then maybe... and then, like... write... a math... something. I don't know. I don't know if that'll be a textbook. I mean, I can do a research paper with the variables, but we'll see, probably. Winter break by went so fast. Where did the 2 weeks go? I have no idea. Because I worked at college, so I was also able to get off for those 2 weeks. Yes, Happy New Year! Yeah, I guess this is the first time you've been in chat in the new year, Shane. Okay. I am so out of it. I need to close my eyes for 5 minutes. But here we have our little game plan moving forward, and I'm gonna start checking these off. I'm gonna start checking these off as we do them, because I want to be able to get them all done. It's a new year already. Yeah, it's 2028 already. New Year starts when your vacation starts? Oh, dang. Still processing 2018. Y'all are a bit behind. Y'all are just a little bit behind. It's okay, you'll catch up. You'll catch up in due time. Okay. But I am going to call it here so that I can close my eyes for a few minutes. Unwind a little bit. Finish this breakfast burrito. But yeah, tomorrow is gonna be Undertale. The day after that is gonna be Project Euler. And the day after that, I haven't decided on. Anyways, I have been Poisson Invariance, your mathematical maestro and LaTeX linguist. But boy, I will see you all tomorrow. You should get going on those notes, Shane. Thank you all for watching. See you all tomorrow. And bye-bye.